Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode
14
of the Adventures in Novus podcast. If you didn't guess it, Nosemaj was the NPC chosen by our most devoted fan, the one I was mentioning last episode. Nosemaj is Jameson backwards. Be like Jameson. Check out our notes, get involved with our socials, and you could be next. So, before starting this episode, let's have a little story time with Derek.
Story time.
I'm going to unravel a bit of Gware's history, give you guys some context here on the Nosemaj. So, a decade ago, a momentous clash unfolded deep within the heart of the Adaven forest. This is very far to the north. This is an area that I haven't really talked about, kind of hinted about. So, we're just going to let you guys know a little bit about it.
I don't even think I knew about it until today.
No, I think you guys said that you thought that Feyhaven was the capital.
Absolutely.
Which is what Gwarians want you to believe. This very area that I'm talking about has a sacred significance for the Gwarians. A place held in reverence by all. Fablehaven. Not Feyhaven, Fablehaven. Asia.
That's what I was thinking.
Look up Celebrity Jeopardy if you didn't get it. Yeah, especially if you're young, look up Celebrity Jeopardy. Hilarious. This is the real capital city of Gware, a city of magic and mystery. Saying its name to outsiders was deemed sacrilegious, and you would be dead. They'd kill you. That'd be it. Death. Fablehaven had been cloaked in the overgrowth of nature for thousands of years. So a mysterious city. Picture like the Amazon. We're still finding ruins in the Amazon. We're using planes with like LiDAR and everything to find these overgrown ruins that even with modern technology is hard to find. Gwarians happen to go and find this sacred space. So after finding this place, the Gwarians underwent a drastic conversion to the faith of Pharasma. So this is a big thing in the story, you know, why do the Gwarians worship Pharasma? It's a really weird thing. Pharasma is the god of like birth, like she's worshipped by like midwives and like that kind of stuff. Like there's not really a foresty kind of forest human god. So it's very weird. It was on these hallowed grounds that the battle against the Drow unfolded, forever etching its story into the annals of Gware's history. All of a sudden, an emergence of a foreboding sinkhole nearby roused the Gwarians, alerting them that an impending menace is coming. Nothing good comes from holes in the ground. There was a tension that was hung in the air, a grim understanding that whatever emerged from the abyss would bring disaster. The formidable Dragon Clan, numbering 500, were already stationed there, always guarding the capital, always ready to protect their sacred homeland. Along with this, a patrol led by Nosemaj from the Snake Clan, 20 strong, were close by. It would be their duty to hold off duty.
I was going to say it too.
Yeah. We're mature.
Their honor.
Yeah. That whatever comes through that hole.
The duty hole.
Yeah. Whatever comes through the duty hole would be bad. Nothing good comes out of a duty hole. And essentially, a druid was a day away, and a druid can weave her magic to seal the gaping duty hole. But, you know, she's away. So, high above, Akimbo's loyal sparrow, Bird. He's soaring. In his talons, he has a message. Through seasoned intuition, Bird navigates the skies, descending with the message that would guide Akimbo's next actions. Picture Akimbo in his prime. His youthful visage adorned with the inked symbols of the Dragon Clan. This is before his shame, before he couldn't bring that princess home, before his half sword. And he was a young Dragon Clan member with a ton of potential. And he's about in his 20s, so Akimbo's essentially 30 now. Young 30s. Early 30s. Dirty 30s. And instead of broken, he has a full flambard sword. The note's contents absorbed, Akimbo addressed his compatriots manning the defense perimeter. His words a rallying cry against the impending doom. We shall hold off this ground for a day, fending off whatever darkness emerges until the druid arrives. The Dragon Clan members around assented with determined nods, their focus steadfast on safeguarding their realm. Akimbo peers into the gaping maw of the abyss. The duty hole. A foreboding chill crept down Akimbo's spine, looking down the duty hole. A sinister harbinger of what lurks beneath. Simultaneously, a rustling in the bushes from behind him quickened his pulse. Then, sweet relief. It was the Snake Clan Patrol. They have arrived, led by none other than Nosemaj, boasting his striking tattoo depicting a sinuous snake that elegantly coils around his body, culminating in a dramatic unveiling as the serpent's mouth parts to unveil Nosemaj's face. The fangs extend down through his eyes, extending to his cheeks, creating an unforgettable image. Gripping each other's forearms in a show of camaraderie, Akimbo says, "Glad to see you, my friend." "Yes, whatever is down there will be no match if they dare surface." The wait was brief, but agonizing. What is coming through that hole? Demons? Drow? Duty? We don't know. But I can tell you, it came. A symphony of flapping wings reverberated from the depths. A relentless tide of 700 drow warriors, all riding dire bats, huge bats that they're all riding on. It was a dark eruption against the sky of blackness. These dire bats are huge. Do you know those manta rays that are in the ocean? Picture those kind of that size flying with drow. And the drow themselves, they are evil elves, and they live underground, and they have very dark skin. There was a drow that was in Trader's Haven that you guys had fought. Or you didn't fight.
Travis killed that bitch.
Oh, right, yes, you did fight him. And maybe he came from this fight 10 years ago. Who knows? So all these drow are coming through the sinkhole, and we can't forget about the magic of the Adaven. The roots of the nearby trees surged forth, ensnaring the invaders. The power of the Adaven forest. The relentless horde continued, rupturing through the Earth's defenses. But the Adaven's magic could only claim a quarter of the invaders. The drow were there's more roots than drow coming through the hole. A drow warrior on a dire bat dives down for Nosemaj. But Nosemaj, he meets the assault head on, incapacitating the dire bat with a single punch. Dire bat knocked out. Rider plummeted to the ground, and in a striking display of might, Nosemaj mounted the prone figure with his foot and rips the arms off its sockets to fashion makeshift weapons as another drow comes by and he uses the previous drow's arms to knock the next one off the next dire bat. The drow were employing hit-and-run tactics. They were flying around like a swarm of bees, coming in, attack, dip, Akimbo, too, danced the dance of battle, confronting a relentless succession of adversaries. Yet, despite their valiant efforts, the Guardians, they were losing. They were succumbing to the drow's relentless onslaught. Just when despair seemed nigh, a transformative gust of wind swept forth. A tempest conjured by none other than a slightly younger Chief Smarg Underbite. This is where the chieftain lives, this is where he stays, and this is why you guys have not seen him at all. You guys, I bet most people listening think Elder Griff is the leader, but if you remember the very first letter, it was stating that Chieftain Smarg Underbite wants to save the princess. And it was signed by Elder Griff. So Elder Griff is head of the Dragon Clan, essentially the general. So just clearing that up because we get a lot of emails about that. So Smarg's arcane might unleashed a whirlwind, hurling drow into waiting branches, only to be ensnared by those branches and crushed beneath nature's wrath, just being squeezed to death. The tide of battle shifted. The Guardians, seizing the momentum, pushing the drow into a chaotic retreat, forcing them back into the gaping abyss duty hole. Finally, as if summoned by destiny, the druid arrived earlier than anticipated. Her magic sealing the sinkhole and ensuring the realm's safeguarding. From that day forth, the sacred duty of a resident druid was ordained, for Fablehaven's peril lay not solely upon the surface, but also in the fathomless depths beneath. Back to our story. All right, let's get things going. Today's recap is brought to you by Anders.
Right. So, in the previous episode, the party began by speaking with the witch who recently had her eyes gouged out. She was live, if you could believe it, and relayed to us that Thing 2 had attacked her and took her eyes for being in league with us. It was a consequence of us taking that hideout down, I guess. In regards to our plans to investigate the forest, she told us that there is magic from the Adaven that prevents large gatherings of intruders or people that would otherwise harm the forest. Akimbo arrived to announce that we were not getting any support from the Gwarian compound any longer. He was excommunicated from the Gwarian compound for aiding us past his assigned purview and being involved with the Traders' Haven politics. The party then set out in search of the 4 known Calamian hideouts, encountering the skeletal remains of a dwarf, a map of possible dwarven locations in the Adaven, a grisly scene of murder and intrigue involving a gnome's severed arm, a few corpses, a tattered old banner representing the death caps of old, and an encrypted message from the Calamians. One piggyback ride later, and the party found themselves at the final hideout, under possible illusion, where we expect the princess to be. Akimbo and Travis scout ahead. The looming and ominous figure of a dangerous man waits for us. Akimbo seems to recognize this man from his past.
Thank you, Anders. We are in the late evening of the 13th of Gozran, the 6th day of our adventure, and the Calamian patrol are very close to the Adaven. Akimbo returns to the group after getting Travis's attention along the way. You guys see Akimbo and Travis return.
Couldn't see a thing out there. Kimbo, did you see anything?
The Snake Clan are here. I don't know how many. I only saw one. And I regret to inform you, it is a very strong warrior.
How strong?
Which one of Snake Clan? I have memory from which lady? I was told beware of Snake Costume. Is this Snake Costume?
His name is Nosemaj, and he has a tattoo of a snake going all the way around his body, feet to his head.
This sounds like perhaps the one. I believe Crick is in danger. Everyone must protect him.
I don't know if there's more inside. I just saw him and came back to report.
What do you know of this man?
I've fought beside him before. I've seen him tear a man's arm right off. This man is no one to be messed with. He does not need armor. He just beats men with his fist. Being from the Snake Clan, it is sure that he is against finding the princess.
Sounds like a very dangerous man.
Does that mean the princess might not even be here then?
I don't know what's going on inside the cabin.
Is it same size as other cabins?
It looks very similar to the middle one. It was lazy writing by the author.
Well, friends, what do you think?
I think we should cut him down to size.
How close were you before, Akimbo?
I had to go up to 20 feet, but I did find cover behind a tree, and he did not seem to see me.
Good. Perhaps, Travis, this is your chance. Maybe you can hit for once with your bow.
Yeah, if I can steady my nerves, I can take him down. Sounds like a big target. That helps. And I got my new bow.
Anders, you must stay near Crick to begin. I do not wish to be beaten by this man.
I can take a hit, so, if I can at least antagonize him and draw him towards me, then you can swoop in behind, maybe, and then Crick can be right there in the wings, too.
Crick will be okay, just Anders in front of him.
And if, what is our plan if there's more than one assailant?
Kimbo, did Nosemaj ever travel with a group? Like, does he have a squad or anything?
I'd imagine Nosemaj would be traveling with his most trusted friends.
Maybe we could use the door as a choke and box him in with Travis standing back with his bow and Crick in behind as well. This would mean that Anders and Akimbo would need to seal the door with him in. Could you do this thing?
Well, I'm not going to be able to sneak up on him and all All this clinky-clanky armor on me.
Kimbo, what do you think?
I can sneak up to 20 feet. After that, he'll probably see me.
Then you must be faster.
I can try to get the jump on him.
Not try, do. Or do not.
I did wrestle a crocodile and multiple alligators.
I have a alchemist fire, but if princess inside, she burned to death. I don't know if this good plan.
Can we maybe create some sort of diversion or distraction to better gauge what we're up against?
How tall is this cabin?
The cabin is about 8 feet high. There are a lot of dried leaves, pine needles, and ferns on top of the cabin, hiding it like the last one.
So not much chance for Anders to get close without being heard. Maybe you take off all your armors, Anders.
It seems rather foolhardy and reckless, I must say.
Yes, this is true. Okay, no do that. You must protect. If big Nosemaj man start coming for Crick, you must defend him.
Of course. I will let nothing happen to you. You'll be fine.
Good. Then maybe we get closer. So Kimbo sneak up a little bit. Travis sneak around side, flank, shoot bows.
How far back do you want me?
Now use your judgment. Anders, hang back a little bit with Crick. Kimbo, you start running in. Block man, you must hold fast for at least few seconds before Anders catch up. Travis unleash arrows, and Crick cheer you on.
Akimbo nods. So, let us set up a battle board and let us roll some initiative.
Ooh, yes.
All right, we have set up the battle board. It's a cabin at the north end of the map, and since the boys were coming from the southeast, they are on the southeastern part of the map, and in between them and the cabin are a bunch of trees. I'll need everyone's initiative. We're not in battle quite yet, but let's be ready for when the time comes.
20 for Travis.
11 for Crick.
20 for Anders.
And Akimbo gets a 9. So the plan is to get Travis in one location and Akimbo in another. So Travis, where do you want to get in position? Because you're going to need to roll a stealth check. Because although you are kind of far away for sight, for low light vision for a human, they can still hear.
Okay. I know I have some help from the forest sounds around, so I'd like to move around sort of where I was exploring before. Sort of, I guess, if he's heading to the southwest. Yeah, Travis wants to head to the southwest of the cabin to sort of kind of throw off Nosemaj so that Akimbo or everybody else can charge in when needed.
Okay, so you want to move to the western side, still south of the cabin, opposite of the group.
It's a 20 stealth.
So you move over to where you want to move, and you don't hear anything, see anything, or notice anything. You didn't really make any sounds as you crossed. And Akimbo is going to try to get up close before the battle starts. There is a tree about 20 feet away, the same one he spotted Nosemaj with before, and he's going to try and get as close as possible. He will roll a stealth. Akimbo rolls a 1.
Way to go.
There is no critical miss on skills.
There's no critical miss, but a 1 is a 1.
Not good. What's a dying giraffe doing in the forest?
It escaped from the mayor's house.
Nice.
So it does total for an 8, so we will see what Nosemaj perceives. And Nosemaj rolled a little bit higher. So,
While they are getting into position, Crick will do new ability, well, old ability he's never used though, Scar Shield. His scars give him power and make his skin harder, so I get bonus to natural armor.
Makes your skin harder, eh?
you just get it? You don't have to roll for it?
Yes,
Once per day?
Yes, lasts minutes per level.
Okay. It takes Akimbo 3 hours to get to the tree. No, so we'll allow that right before Akimbo gets caught. So unfortunately, Akimbo makes a bunch of noise trying to get to the tree 20 feet away from Nosemaj to the south. Nosemaj even sees him a little bit and calls out, "Yes, who's be out there?" Akimbo steps out from the tree and faces Nosemaj. "The shame of the Dragon Clan." Top of round 1, Travis.
Okay, at the start of the fight, Travis would like to peer out and discern what he knows about Nosemaj, what he's maybe heard about living in the Adaven for a while. So I would like to do a knowledge local on him.
Yeah.
6.
You haven't really heard of Nosemaj before.
So it's only what Akimbo told us.
Yeah, you only know what Akimbo's told you.
Okay. Then I would like to take a shot at him, and as I do, I would enact a swift action of Ranger's Focus. That's going to give me a +2 to hit and a +2 damage if I can actually hit him.
Let's see if this new bow does you any justice.
On rolling natural 1.
A natural 1. We can't even write this stuff, folks. Like, this is actually happening. Like, we're all seeing this. The die's right in front of us. So, from the bushes, from the southwestern side, Travis shoots an arrow, and it lands square into the frame of the door next to Nosemaj's head. And it is Anders' turn.
I mean, how many Mission Impossible movies were there? There's tons. They're still making them. So
Yeah, 17.
Mission Impossibles.
Yeah.
Starting the third.
Yeah. This will be the third Mission Impossible. Yeah. Nick's not having it right now. Let's continue.
Right. So Anders is currently next to Crick behind a tree to the southeast of the cabin. Anders will step out from behind the tree. He will take sight of Nosemaj and shall enact the use of Smite Evil upon him. With a war cry, Anders will charge Nosemaj, blade in hand, and attack him.
Excellent work. Get him.
Anders attacks with a roll of 25.
Ooh, nice.
25 hits.
Yes.
Let's see how much justice is meted out. Oh yeah!
Oh.
Anders strikes Nosemaj for 21 damage. Hefty.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I raise my cold-forged iron greatsword, two-handed 2d6 with a power attack down upon Nosemaj's clavicle.
Oh,
His
my
unarmored
God.
clavicle.
And despite his hardened skin, you leave a mighty gash from shoulder down to chest. It's just bleeding out, but he is still alive. But you can tell you definitely wounded him really bad.
Taste steel, brigand.
Like that.
If he was Anders, he would have had 21 hit points exactly.
Anders is broken. I don't like it. Fuck this CR shit. I'm gonna go like right to like 5 CR.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
But then he can also die.
I almost died, so there's
Yeah, no. We'll
Literally the last fight, yeah.
we'll be working on that.
If I had hit, he might have been dead already.
It is now the next person's turn. Let's just call him Snake One. And he appears from the cabin, and he has to walk through Nosemaj's square, which gives Anders an attack of opportunity.
What it does.
You broken ass MFer.
I can't help it. People just keep walking into me sword. Not like that, though. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a miss. It's a roll of 3 and then...
3 and change is a miss. And he ends up behind you on the southeast side. So Snake One couldn't quite get in flanking position, but he's still going to attack. And he's going to attack you with a great club.
A twig, is it?
A mighty twig that swings for 13.
Swing and a miss.
Your new half-plate armor proves strong, and it hits a plate in your shoulder and just bounces right off.
You scuffed it, mate.
It is now my turn again with yet another mob from the cabin. We'll just call him Snake 2. And because Anders is out of attack of opportunities, he'll move through Nosemaj's space and go opposite side of Snake 1. This time he gets the flank attack. It's another great club, and it swings for 17.
Since I charged, that hits. You lucky bugger.
Oh, baby. I will swing with my great club high in the air.
Your twig.
It's a mighty twig.
I've no need.
And I roll a 1. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Take 5 damage as it hits you right in the side, but you just kind of flex your abdomen and shake it off.
Might be pissing some blood later. Thanks for that. I'll be sure to smash your face in.
Next on the list is Nosemaj. First, your friends. Zanyu Akimbo. He does a full attack action on Anders.
Come on, give me your best shot.
So Nosemaj will use Flurry of Blows to give him an extra attack on top of the others. 17 for the first one.
That is a miss.
Isn't your armor down?
Very nice.
From charges?
Anders.
Might evil.
Still a miss.
From Smite Evil? Oh.
Against that man, he has much stronger armor.
Okay, 2 more attacks. Second one's a miss.
We have 3 flurries.
Third one's a 17 again.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Did someone open a window? I feel a slight draft.
Yeah, you just see 3 fists going to each side of your face simultaneously.
It's like dodging it like Neo in the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are the mosquitoes getting your face?
It is Crick's turn.
Yes, it's time for Crick to move towards battlefield. Crick moves in behind 3 near Akimbo, directly in behind him, so he's probably about 30 feet away from opening of door where this Nosemaj character is. And then he goes for wiggling of fingers towards very large tall man. Please, Mecha will save.
So that's Nosemaj.
Yep.
Well, I can tell you right now, he did not pass that will save.
Oh, this is very good news for me, but not so much for him. He fall to the ground and he's snoring very loudly. After large man falls to ground, Crick flicks his arm, very strong. Crick, very powerful.
Sorry, Jameson, but we rolled a 3, and your bitch ass is on the ground.
Maybe you shouldn't drink so much.
Yeah. It is now, let's just call him Snake 3's turn. Snake 3 will exit the cabin, climb over his fearless leader, Nosemaj, who's asleep, and face Anders with his back against the cabin. And he will try to attack. 17.
Oh,
That is a hit.
So, surprise, surprise, it's another great club.
Batter up.
Not so great for Anders.
Wow, and he rolls a 2, a 1 and a 2. Oh, this is not even fair. Oh, you take 6 damage as another great club comes at you, and this one smokes you in the back, so you're definitely pissing blood.
So it's interesting. If it wasn't for your poor rolling, I would almost certainly be on death's doorstep right now.
You did charge a guy in front of a cabin without knowing what was inside the cabin, and that's what happens sometimes.
Jesus. How many more people are in there? Fuck.
There technically couldn't be anybody. The princess technically isn't even in there either because of...
Oh yeah, there's only 4 spaces.
Yeah.
Well, there are 3 people inside the cabin and 1 person outside the cabin in a 10x10 cabin, so there might be another one.
Yeah. All right.
It is now Akimbo's turn.
Kimbo, get in there, quickly. You're right in front of me. I direct you. Get him.
What do you want me to do?
Kill this man.
Use your sword for something other than a sob story.
I will name it Broken.
You already did that in episode 5, 6.
5 was called Broken.
No, he never named it Broken. It was just called Broken. Nosemaj, you had honor once. You will bring shame to your story and your clan. Kimbo draws his broken flambard and attacks Snake 1, who is flanking Anders. Kimbo rolls a 1.
Kimbo, that is not what I said to do.
I thought my sword was longer.
Another sob story to add to the list, huh?
I thought you were my friend now.
I thought you were my friend. I'm getting my arse kicked here.
You kind of charged in first.
Yes, as was the plan. It's okay, everyone. We'll fight together.
Top of round 2, it is Travis's turn.
Travis sees the man falling down. Not quite on the ground yet, but it knows he can't kind of hit that guy, so he's going to shoot at Snake 1 that is currently being flanked by these guys because that's the best shot,
All right, you're going to shoot into combat?
which I can do now.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's better. 21.
A 21 hits. Oh, we got a Travis hit. Let's
Arrow
go.
hits.
Let's go.
That is 6 damage.
6 damage. You hit him right in the thigh. Oh! You managed to find a crease in his hide armor.
Cracking shot, Travis.
It is now Anders' turn.
Right. So Anders shall attempt a power attack on Snake 1, whom is being flanked by Akimbo. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. One short of the fatty natty. Oh,
Does this mean it was 19 on the die?
it is indeed.
That actually provokes critical threat from you. So please roll again, dear Anders.
I shall indeed. Oh, 16. Do I get pluses on
All
that?
your bonuses.
Of course.
Oh, well, then that succeeds.
Yeah, flank plus to hit, what is?
24.
A 24 hits.
It's a confirmed critical coming to this
Very
guy.
good, Anders.
Plus 17, so that's a 31 damage. If my math is correct.
Very nice, Anders.
Good thing my arrow was in there.
I think I smashed this one into a wormhole.
Is this the one you shot with arrow?
Yeah.
Very good. Good teamwork, Tim.
So after smoking Nosemaj and doing a big gash, you spin around and you attack Snake 1 and you cleave him from shoulder blade down to his waist, and he splits in two on an angle, and just blood gushes everywhere as he just crumples to the ground, and you have blood all over your new half-plate armor.
It's been christened. I guess that doesn't make much contextual sense. It's been...
Roman.
Ochromized. You've been ochromized.
I hate Anders.
Anders, very strong man.
We're gonna see how we can debuff Anders in future episode.
So that's my attack. I guess. Do I need to? Can I? I guess I can't drink a potion or anything.
No, not this turn. You can do a move action.
I could move. Do I want to move? I could sustain 2 more hits. I mean, they might knock me out if I don't get some healing.
Sure, but this you moving is not going to stop them. They
Right
can
now,
still
you're in a
rotate.
position that if you're awake and he gets up, you get attacks.
But I mean, I
and you
could
can
move to cover.
But you moving away provokes that attack.
Oh yeah.
It is now Snake 2's turn. So Snake 2 is gonna 5-foot adjust towards the south to try and start surrounding Anders, and he will,
Smack with the club.
with power attack, raise his great club with 2 hands and take a mighty swing. He rolls a 5 on the die. for a
Yes.
10, which
Great
is a
job,
miss.
Anders.
Strike 2.
There was so much blood in the air, some of it got into his eyes, and he couldn't even connect. It is now Nosemaj's turn.
He slip.
Yeah. And he's got 1 round left of sleep. Crick's turn.
Okay. Crick has devious plan. With long spear in hand, he move. Because he see this snake man try to get in behind Anders, and he don't want to allow this to happen. So he go 1, 2. He move into flanking position in behind this man because long spear reaches 10 feet instead of normal reaching of only 5 feet for weapons. So from this distance, Anders should be able to get flank on this man. And in the meantime, he one more time waggle fingers and point at other snake man, snake 3. Please Mecha will save.
Okay, come on, give me one roll. It's getting embarrassing here. 1 second. 8.
This is fail. So he is currently in front of cabin building, with right beside sleeping Nosemaj. He fall asleep at feet of sleeping Nosemaj as well. Nosemaj.
We got 2 sleeping Snake Clan members right outside the cabin. And it was his turn next. So it's now Akimbo's turn. Is that also 2 rounds?
Yes, this lasts for 2 rounds. Akimbo, quickly, come over here to stop this one that's not asleep.
So 2 people asleep and 1 man up. Akimbo decides to charge the last person that's standing.
Roll better. Come on, Akimbo.
Broken in the air, he swings down. Akimbo hits.
Work, Akimbo.
Ooh, max damage. And with broken in his hands, Akimbo finally dials it in and does a mighty blow against Snake 2.
Nod my head from over behind the tree line.
You know how hard it is to hit somebody.
He needs this.
Top of round 3, it is Travis's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna 5-foot adjust out here, and I believe I can see this guy here now.
Shooting
I
into
was-
combat, but yes.
Yeah, you're still shooting into combat, but you have a skill for
Basically, I'm
that.
gonna 5-foot adjust forward or to the side, whichever is. I think that's the better position.
Yeah, you can see around the tree.
So Travis 5-foots adjust to his left to get a proper view of this standing Snake 2 guy and fires a longbow shot in for 19 plus a bunch is. Total is 26.
You guys are rolling rocks, so that's a hit.
Hugh, almost damage. That's plus 4, so 10 damage on him.
Great shot.
There will be no Mission Impossible 3.
10 damage is exactly enough. How do you want to do this?
I'm aiming for his throat. Because Travis really wanted the headshot, right? Like, there's the doof, make his head fall back and just fall down, and then you just see Travis standing there like, yeah. But no, he wasn't perfect, so he just hit the throat there.
You hit him in the throat, and a bunch of blood, again, sprays out like a Tarantino movie. And he clutches his throat and falls to the ground.
Fantastic, Travis.
And do a little dance.
Got the hang of this now. Now quickly, let's finish them off.
It is Anders' turn.
Right. Does anyone have anything to say to Nosemaj before he meets his maker?
How do you want to do this?
Thank you very much, Nosemaj, for calling in, but now you must die.
Yeah. We appreciate your support. And I raise my blade directly above his neck and come down in a stabbing motion. Coup de grace.
With cold iron steel. And
Cold.
Nosemaj.
With cold iron justice.
And Nosemaj is no more. His head and his body have been separated.
Because what is the actual damage on that supposed to be? It's a free critical hit, right?
I believe it's a free critical hit, and then the guy has to pass a death save that is DC
10 plus the damage
10
dealt?
plus the damage dealt, which is extremely
Okay, let's
difficult
do this
to do.
properly then.
If you really want to.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So you're going to roll 4d6 plus 18.
Even though Nosemaj is really close, let's just roll just because.
See the consistency of the paste. So that's 14 plus my bonuses, is it?
Plus 18.
Plus 18, 32 damage.
So he must make a DC 42 fortitude save.
He rolls a 3.
That was the natural 20 time right there. That was it.
Oh, I guess plus his bonus, so an 8. But still. Over 30 off, and Nosemaj is no more. Snake 2's dead as well.
Everyone, very quiet. Slowly go to next man. He's still sleeping. It's okay. The noise won't wake him.
Do we care to extract any information from this last remaining suspect? We could bind him, perhaps?
It's actually a very good idea. Good plan, Anders.
Aye.
It is Crick's turn.
Crick will delay his action until after friends grab this man on the ground.
All right, it is Akimbo's turn. He looks to Crick.
It's okay, Kimbo. Like, just say, you must bind this man. He has no weapons, he's dropped them because he's asleep. Should be easy enough.
I don't have rope.
I got some.
You fight alligators and crocodiles with your hands. I think you can hold this man.
So Akimbo will go to grapple Snake 3. He gets a 22 on his CMB. And even though he's asleep, I'm going to roll for fun. And Akimbo cuddles Snake 3 on the ground. He's Big Spoon. Snake 3 is Little Spoon.
Travis, you must tie him up.
It is Travis's turn.
Travis will bring up the rope and we'll tie up the last snake man.
You have sleight of hand.
He is also awake now, since Akimbo woke him up with grapple.
Yeah. Roll a dexterity if you don't have sleight of hand.
11.
11. So, because he is already grappled and Akimbo is aiding you, and for all intents and purposes, combat is over.
Plus, we surround him.
Yeah. You managed to tie him up.
Akimbo, why don't you have a peek in the hut there? I think this should be to you.
Kimbo is busy holding this man.
He's tied up now.
So you have Snake 3 tied up. Akimbo is still spooning him, has the big spoon. What do you guys do?
Wish to investigate this small cabin.
I'd, of course, like to loot the bodies as well.
Absolutely. Great work, everyone.
That was satisfying.
Okay, so there's only one hide armor that survived any sort of impact due to Anders. And that is the hide armor that Snake 3 is wearing. You find 3 spears and 3 great clubs. You find 7 days of food rations, if you want those. You find 4 water jugs that are all full of water. And Nosemaj had 3 tiger's eye on him.
Snake's eye?
There is no such thing as snake's eye.
It's a snake clan.
Crick cast detect magic on these peoples and towards cabin.
You detect magic in the cabin, and you don't detect any magic. There's no magic happening inside the cabin.
Okay. Go take a look inside cabin.
So let's get a perception check from Crick.
22.
A 22. You don't see any furniture inside the cabin. It is completely empty. On the ground, you notice there are heavy scrape marks on the hard-packed dirt floor leading outside of the cabin. Besides the scrape marks in the cabin, you see another dead gnome in the corner.
So we just got the equivalent of the princess is in another castle.
You're in an elevator.
No princess here, friends. Strange scrape marks on ground, but I don't know what he's from.
They drag her away.
Can I follow these tracks? These scrape marks?
You can roll a survival.
That is what I would like to do.
Can I let go?
I can aid if you...
Maybe you just hang on to him for a moment before we question him.
Okay, I will keep holding on.
I'll aid. No, I won't.
Okay, I got a 27.
With a 27, you see deep drag marks leaving out of the cabin, and they are going straight east. It is actually an easy trail to follow. You see parting leaves, branches, and even scraped moss digging deep into the ground. Something very heavy has passed through this way.
How recent does it look?
Judging from the foliage that is yet to recover the tracks, you think this is quite recent. As well as seeing the drag marks going east, you do see blood spots going to the south. The blood going to the south is a little congealed. It seems at least a couple days old.
I think we're onto something. If everybody's feeling okay, we can either ask him what's around there. We can get some information now before we head out. But let's... Oh, yeah, Anders, you're looking pretty hurt. Maybe get some healing done.
Sure. We can deal with this. And I'll use the wand on him a bit, but Find out about this man. What is going on? See what he knows while I do this. And then I'll use the wand.
Who's the best interrogator?
Good cop, bad cop.
Charisma? Well, I mean, I could intimidate.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
the
need
thing.
it.
You have.
I don't have intimidate trained, but I. I guess
Quick
that's
does.
charisma, isn't it?
Remember, paladins don't torture.
No, you can still
But
intimidate.
I can still threaten him, can't I?
Yeah. He's an evil person.
Like, and this guy's gonna. He saw what I did to his friend.
Yeah.
Anders, you recover 17 hit points from 2 uses of wand.
Back to full.
Tickety boo.
Rolled very well.
Thank you kindly, Crick.
Is he awake?
Oh yeah, he's awake.
Yes! Let me go!
Travis will just saunter up, nice and slowly, kind of bend down, look him straight in the eye. Now, what the hell happened here?
He's like struggling against the ropes and against Akimbo, who's holding strong, like much smaller than a crocodile. So like, let's be real here.
I don't even say anything now. I just point towards Anders and his sword.
Just kill me!
Come on, why don't you tell us what we're going to find when we follow these tracks?
We just wanted to find you!
Roll a diplomacy.
What do you know about us? 21.
We just want to stop you! Just kill me, I'm already dead.
Was the princess here?
We didn't see no princess. If we did, we would have killed her.
Can we sense motive? Yep. Can I sense motive?
I want to sense motive that.
You can sense motive.
Womp womp.
11.
19.
So everyone senses that you have no reason not to trust his frustrated expression.
I don't think he's going to talk.
Give me a warrior's death. End my story.
What about Kalemian Patrol? Where is?
We would have killed them too. Just end it.
Why would you kill them?
We hate Kalam. They do not belong in the forest.
So you were out here trying to kill the princess then? That was your goal. That was your mission.
We were out here to kill you.
We've been set up.
We do not want the princess found.
What do you know about this Kalemian Patrol?
We know nothing. We just found the cabin. We just got here.
How did you know to wait for us out here in the middle of this godforsaken forest?
We've been trailing you for days. We saw this cabin first. Just kill me.
Hold on. Friends. This is the spot with the illusions, no?
Yeah, that's what...
But we find no illusions. Perhaps they're still here. Excuse me, man. Why are you killing these gnomes?
Just kill me.
Sure, if this is what you want, this is what I can give you. But at least first tell me why these gnomes you're killing.
He just closes his mouth. He starts trying to hold his breath and kill himself.
I don't think this is going to work, you know. And I walk up close to him, mask fully on, and kind of turning my head side to side as I do a weird, like, crab kind of walk towards him, like my legs out to the sides. Shamble up to him. Kind of I cock my head and to give him like a bit of a stink eye. You must tell me now if this is what you want. If you want die, I kill you. But you tell us first why I kill gnomes. I'm rolling intimidate.
All right.
It was on the one for one moment, but at last second it switched to 19. So, 28.
All right. We didn't kill anyone here. Just kill me. The gnome was already dead. He has cut marks all over himself. Look at my great club. Look at his wounds. It was not us.
Did you kill the Kalamian soldiers at the other hideout then?
We've killed no one. We just came looking for you, I said.
Okay. This I believe. So you wish die now? Is this correct?
Yes.
Somebody do this guy a fucking favor.
Dying by the sword is a Guardian's greatest mercy.
Akimbo, I believe you know most of your own people's rituals. If this is amenable to you, perhaps you do. If this is honor for him, And I look over towards Anders. I think this would be okay with you too, then, if this is honorable in their culture, yes?
Fine by me. Dispatch the twat.
Akimbo, I'm tired of hearing about these pussies. Just end it.
It will be my honor. Kimbo takes out Broken and slices across the neck with the waved edges of his flambard and a couple coughs. Snake 3 is dead.
Good work, Tim.
That was a good start, but I think there's a bit of a bigger culprit out there. I think we've got to follow these drag marks.
Well, also the gnome. Do we not want to search that gnome for anything?
Definitely, yes. Also, again, this is one that's supposed to be illusion spot. Yes? So, I see no illusion yet. I think we need to search the area. Perhaps it's hidden. Or, it used to be hidden, and this is why it's now gone. I don't know.
You didn't detect any magic around here.
I did not.
Well, the drag marks are certainly our greatest lead.
I wish to go check out this gnome.
So you can do a perception, a heal check. What do you want to do?
I try
Or both.
I try heal first. See what's going on with him. Very poor. 12.
12, you find that the gnome has died due to many, many, many cuts of a blade. You don't know quite how long he's been dead, but it's definitely only a couple days old.
Okay, and then perception to see if he has anything with him. 19.
He is wearing robes, and he has been looted.
I think we better head east then.
Although, it's getting late, but perhaps we should try to take a look after this thing to the east first. Friends, are you okay to travel a bit in somewhat darkness? I'm okay to see in this darkness, no problem, but it might be more difficult for you.
I can find my way too, so if we can position everybody between me and Crick, maybe we can move forward.
Just tell me what to hit.
Okay, I think we should try to follow these tracks at least some amount.
So you guys do have a couple hours before you start becoming fatigued.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I think it's best if we start following this trail of the thing dragged into the ground, heavies, into the east. The blood to the south can wait, I believe.
It's already old anyway.
This is true, yes.
So the combat actually didn't take that long as far as time is concerned in Pathfinder. So it is still about 9 o'clock, let's say 9:10. And you guys pick up the trail, following it east, and it is an easy trail to follow. I will need Travis to roll another survival after 1 hour of following the trail.
26.
And Akimbo will aid, although 26 is a good roll. We'll keep things honest.
He'll also be in the darkness a bit more.
That is an excellent point. He
does-
does aid, however, with the survival and picking up fresh tracks. The tracks are not hard to see. It is evident that something very heavy is making two tracks about a foot apart, really deep into the dirt. It is parting the moss, it is parting the twigs, it is parting the leaves, it is making marks on the roots it goes over, and we'll go another hour, making it 11 o'clock or 11:10 for the perfectionists. And I'll need everyone to roll a perception check.
Also, I'm not sure what this might be, but maybe some sort of a sled or something dragging. Are there any hoof prints or anything in front?
26.
With a 26, you do see footprints in between the two tracks. On either side, on the left side, on the right side, and in the middle.
Okay, and it looks like it's just the one single person in each of those rows, or does it look like it's multiple?
With your roll, you can tell it's just a single person
So
on
there's
each row.
So I think there's about 3 people dragging this thing at least, if nobody's pushing.
That would be your best guess.
Hey, can I roll a knowledge engineering or something to think what this could be that they're dragging? Like you said, we think it's a sled or something like that, but...
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's
You rolled that one. 19.
With a knowledge engineering of 19, you notice that it's definitely not a wheeled object, that it is more of a sled-like object being dragged with 2 points along the dirt.
Okay.
Wonder what's inside is so heavy. Could not be just one body, I don't think. Anyways, let's keep going.
Maybe the cage itself is really heavy or something? Yeah, we'll carry on following the tracks.
So yeah, 2 hours in, I'll need a perception check as you follow the tracks.
9.
22.
Also 9.
Travis is focused on the tracks, and Crick is pondering away. That Anders, even in low light vision, notices that there is a stone shield that has fallen off the path a bit behind a tree.
Oi, oi. Blokes, have a look at this.
Did you find Anders?
Some sort of shield.
We'll go take a look.
Anders picks up the shield to inspect it closer.
So you grab the shield, and you notice that on the other side of the shield is a stone hand that's been broken off, that's been holding the shield. And there's a symbol on the shield, and you've seen it before. It is the spiraling comet of Pharasma.
Do I need to do a knowledge religion or anything like that for this sort of thing?
You know about Pharasma.
Akimbo would point it out too.
You could do a knowledge religion to see if you want to learn more about Pharasma.
Knowledge religion. 23.
With a 23, you know all the same things you do know before. Guer's main god is Pharasma. You knew this. Its symbol is a spiraling comet. You knew this as well. The favored weapon is the dagger. And you know in the history of Guarians, they only started worshipping Pharasma 300 years ago.
Wonder if this is the shield that belongs to some sort of statue. What with the stone arm on the back?
What if the person we're looking for was the statue?
Yes, I think this makes sense why it's so heavy and pushing into the ground on the sled. Maybe this part break off as they drag it through the forest.
So the princess has been turned to stone, and they broke her arm
So
off.
she can't escape?
Princess was a warrior, no?
Akimbo, do you know if the princess used to fight with a shield? Was that something she did?
The princess is a very noted warrior. As I said before, she probably left to bring back a trophy, one that would prove her worth to the Guarians. The only way she could prove her worth to the doubters.
Looks like she was turned into a trophy for her trouble.
Are there any creatures in this land that turn to stone peoples? Do you know of these, Akimbo?
There are basilisks in the Adaven, but none in this area.
This is a very good find. Let's take a look at this hand. 23. Rolling mostly pretty good today, I think.
We had a lot of good skill checks today.
Yeah.
And some decent combat.
I am over it. So the hand appears to be broken off at the wrist, and it does appear to be a large hand. You can't quite tell if it is a large female or if it is a normal-sized male's hand.
There is possibility this could be her, but not for sure. Either way, if you can carry Anders, please do.
Right.
And then if we can, please, we should continue
Yes.
quickly before this darkness comes too much. We must follow these tracks.
So for the last hour before you guys will get fatigued for the night, even though it's an easy trail to follow, I'll need a survival check again for fun. Kimbo will aid.
I jinx myself by saying good rolls. I roll my third one of the day.
You get aid from Akimbo.
Aid, indeed.
25.
So you easily follow the trail for another hour, and you see it is still going east. You see the same amount of footsteps, although it is slowing down a bit. You guys have a decision to make.
Whether to rest or not.
I think we push through. We may be tired doing this, but we have not much time. Tomorrow is Kalam's patrol. We have no time to waste. We must find this.
What are the penalties of fatigue again?
I don't know.
Minus
It's
2
random.
to things.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we don't have a choice.
Somewhat of a
anyways.
penalty to most things or all things.
Yeah. We don't have a choice.
I'd like to press on with Akimbo's best interest in mind too.
Kimbo.
He's trying to save the princess.
Oh,
So you guys are fatigued, and you guys got about 8 hours until you're exhausted. Or if you do something like run or charge, then you will also become exhausted. So you are walking the tightrope as you continue to follow this trail. Just for fun, let's do another survival, because maybe you roll a 1, and then I have fun.
this time I aid.
Akimbo aids.
Aid.
27.
God damn it. It is 1 in the morning. And thankfully, to Crick and Travis, still seeing in the dark, you guys continue to follow this trail. And again, you notice it is becoming more obvious that this sled is slowing down. You feel like you're really close.
Looks like perhaps we're catching up. Maybe they're very tired too. We can do this. Let us go.
Another survival check.
I do not aid.
Anders aids.
Only people with dark vision can aid this time.
Oh.
I do not aid.
11.
11. So in the dark.
Wait, sorry, no, it'd be 12 technically with tracks because I get +1 for following any actual tracks.
So 12. With a 12, they are obvious enough to follow, but you go less fast. Nonetheless, it is just before 2 a.m., and I'm going to need a perception check.
Is this just the two of us?
You can be listening though now.
True.
It can be Akimbo and Anders with listening, and Travis and Crick with listening and vision.
19.
18.
Fatty Natty for a 26.
Oh, very nice.
So, Anders, you hear that someone is breathing. Akimbo notices nothing. Travis, you see a hump in the distance. And Crick, you notice it too. There's something ahead in the path.
My lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
Friends, quiet. I believe this is what we are looking for. Be careful.
He sounds right exhausted.
What do you want to do?
How far away is it?
They're about 60 feet away.
Is it just one or multiple things?
You see a large lump in the distance, and Anders hears the panting coming from behind a tree.
Well, there was 3 sets of footsteps, if you recall. If we only see one figure in the path, I wonder.
Expect ambush, friends. But they're all weapons. It is time.
I can barely see. I need to hold back.
Akimbo, you stick to Travis. Anders, you stick with me. Body system. Do not leave side. Hand on shoulder. Okay?
Right.
We go together.
Forward then.
Group of 2 and then 2? Or alt 4? What you think?
How wide is the path?
There's not really a path. You've just been following a trail of 2 points a foot apart through trees left and right,
So we're kind of single file.
up and down over roots. You guys can split out around the trees. It is a forest. There are many trees.
Do you want to go left and we'll go right?
Sure.
Okay, then 2 by 2, we're going to split up. Akimbo and I are going to flank around to the right. Well, Crick takes Anders by the shoulder and they move around to the left.
Maybe 20 feet apart, something like this. So we can still see each other.
You're the eyes, I'm the arms.
Indeed.
You point, I punch.
So good.
So, from 2 sides, you guys are going to start creeping in to what you see. The large humped thing and the noise behind a tree. We'll need some stealth. And you got to remember, it's very quiet in the forest at this point.
Also, we take -1 from this is a strength. This is a dexterity check. Crick is very, very sneaky at 20.
Yeah, Crick thinks he's sneaky at a 20. He is, but he doesn't know how sneaky he is.
Travis got a 22.
A 22. Akimbo got a 15.
13 for Anders.
Oh, this
a
is not bad,
13 for Anders, which is pretty good. So on the right, Travis and Akimbo move deftly through the forest, both with a lot of experience, and Akimbo is holding on to Travis's arm as Travis points out little twigs and leaves to avoid as they sneak up into the suspected area. Crick and Anders on the left side do basically the same thing, although there is a little bit of rustling with Anders' plate armor,
Clinking and clanking.
which will give me a little perception check. And I'm never rolling these dice again. As you get closer, you start to hear, we're not going to make it. We're never going to bring her there. Oh. And if you want to know what happens next time, you're just going to have to keep on listening.
Goodness, I think we found her.
Guitar music!